Okay, this is the first of a couple of clips up at Kinnaird just at the end of the red stag season. We've kind of finished with clients. We had a couple of days free because what we both wanted to do for some time is try and get some real good fighting activity and red sex activity, and actually some shot or two on camera. So towards the end of the rut, we went out in the afternoon. We'd had clients out in the morning, but we got finished early, so it gave us a couple of hours before dark. So we shot out in the afternoon really. Bad wind because it's a northeaster on the state, so it's kind of blowing up from the back of us up the hill. But there's a little basin which is underneath some sort of high ground, and then there's a forest which is actually our march on the right hand side. So we kind of worked up the edge of the trees. The wind was kind of blowing us up the side of the wood with a plan on coming out into this basin slightly over the top of it. On the way up, we actually spotted some antlers and we could hear some fighting going on, so we kind of legged it fairly quickly, because these things can sometimes last a while or they can be over in a couple of seconds. And we got as close as we dare without really disturbing it, and managed, you can see on shot, the two big stags are fighting. There's a big stag holding hinds on our left, quite a number of hinds, probably 25 plus, had moved across to intercept a stag who was sort of making a move out from the side of the wood, and they came together and started having a bit of argy-bargy, and that did actually last quite a while. And one thing you'll see there is that actually draws other stags in. So the younger stags kind of seem to come in and hone in on that activity. I'm sure they've got the idea that while these are distracted, they're going to bob in and have a bit of carnal knowledge of the dominant stag's ladies, which is actually probably one of the things that one of them particularly had in mind. This dog, do you? Where you got that from? Nice stag just come across in front of us, coming back into the wood. I think there's a group of hinds up over there. There's like a bit of dead ground here, and then there's kind of a basin quite favourable for the hinds lying in there during the day. So we're going to sort of work up the wood edge and just see if we can get a look into there, just see if there's anything in there. Wind is just coming across us, so the wind's in our favour at the moment. So we'll see if there is anything there. Hinds there, look, along that ridge top. Oh, coming out behind. That'll be trouble in a minute. back on ridge again now, although that one over there is having a challenge. He's having a go. Another stag there. There's 3 of them fighting. I think I'm favouring just following this gully out. You lose it, I know, but there's... Yeah, there's I can either walk straight or I can just be better off drop back and we'll use cover, but it won't surprise me if there is something in here. Just work up because they're just laid on there and then there's up on the top. That's why they're fighting, just in season. Come in. Stags coming in. Yep. Young stag. Got it. See ya. Yeah. Girl, good girl. Good girl. Dead, good girl. Okay, so towards the end of the rut, you can see there's a lot of activity going on now. The big lads are really hard at it, and some of the big boys, the real big boys, are about spent. But you've got a lot of activity going on. You've got some of the youngsters gaining a bit of courage and coming into the back end. We don't know we got too much of that on footage, but we've got some stags really going at it hammer and tong here. And this is a big stag holding a group of hinds out here, and one of them's literally just getting ready for covering. And while he's fighting like Billy-o with 2 or 3 other stags being drawn into it, we were trying to make a bit of ground up, and then there's another biggish stag come in and he's covered the hind that was in season, so he's fighting and he's shagging. So he dipped out there a bit. I'm not for shooting any of the bigger stags now, they're all right. But this is one, I don't like these. At this stage, these stags, if they get to scrapping, they can do some real damage. And I've seen some nasty injuries with those. So out of all that group of stags, that's the one that I want to shoot. And so we've taken him. Nice, good prone shot from there, but it's only 670 yards. And I just had a real stable platform. So we've taken a central neck shot and just went down like a sack of spuds. So we got a bit of a long recovery. Fortunately, we can get the bike in from right across the other side of the hill. I'm getting too old for lifting him in on my own. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Yep. And then the other thing we're doing is we're still continuing to take the survey, the tick survey with Public Health England. So we're still actually taking blood samples. So I actually took a sample from the red, which involves a sample of blood and a tick sample with some of the details about where the deer were, and sent that off. So actually quite a good afternoon, and we did manage to get something on film that we've been trying to do for quite a while.